So, good afternoon, and thank you for coming back after the lunch. The audience is not at the level I would have expected, but the quality of it is undisputable. Okay, so I'm gonna present you also a natural treasure that is here, just a couple of thousands of kilometers east. And we call it the green heart of Europe. And at the end of my presentation, you will have, let's say, the position to say that it is or it is not a green heart of Europe. Okay, where we are working? We are working in the Danube Basin, and I'm actually working for WWF Danube Carpathian program. As you can see here, it goes from the Danube Spring till the worldwide known Danube Delta. The most international river that crosses 11 countries. This number of countries has constantly increased in the last couple of years, and you know why. With really huge natural treasures like forest, like birds, free-flowing rivers, and wetlands. Virgin forest. Carpathians are the ones that are hosting the biggest part of pristine forest in Europe, besides, of course, the Russian part and Scandinavia. And these forests are still here, especially because the accessibility of the woods is still low. Large carnivores. We are hosting in our region the 2/3 of the European population of the large carnivores. And they are still in balance with the herbivores, so that's why most of the ecosystems, the terrestrial ecosystems, are still balanced. But anyway, the risks are here and they are pretty big. And that's why I'm trying to convince you to join us in trying to do something for it. Logging. Legal and illegal. Legal and unsustainable and illegal, especially because of the restitution process, and also in some protected areas because of the lack of compensations. So we have plenty of protected areas that are overlapping with private forest land, and no compensation system is in place. Infrastructure development. People in our region would like to live like their neighbors in Western European countries, so they want to build roads everywhere. The problem is they don't know what most of the Western European countries, what price paid for this development. And it's our challenge to teach them and to let them know. Small hydro plants, a huge threat in our region, and it's one of the most perverse one because it is being sold to us as being green. So this picture is like 5 kilometers away from my hometown, and downstream there are plenty riparian forests. They still are because the Bloody Dam was just constructed last year, but hopefully I will let you know in a couple of years that the riparian forests are still there. We are fighting for that as well. Navigation, another big challenge for our rivers. So what needs to be done? In our opinion, the most important thing is to educate people and make them understand that actually we are fighting for them and we do not have our own cause. I'm a bit frustrated every time when I'm attending these kind of conferences, and maybe you can help me now to feel better, how many of you are not working in nature conservation at all? 1, 2, 3, 4, so maybe less than 10. Okay, it's not much. I'm feeling a bit better, but not much better. So the problem is that most of the time we are talking among ourselves, and it's a bit like, you know, patting our shoulders that we are doing a good job. This is something that has to be changed. And we have to change this with the big support of the public. And here I just want to let you know about a successful campaign on virgin forests we had in Romania. This is our country manager with the Ministry of Environment herself, signing the document for protection of the virgin forest, defining criteria to identify this virgin forest and also to protect them. There were over 100,000 of people that have supported us in this, and that's why it was successful. We are also promoting the sustainable forest management, including FSC's certification, that we still find the most appropriate, let's say, certification system we have. We are working on floodplain protection and restoration, and it's a lot to be done here as well. But we also we definitely have to work with the governments, with the high-level decision makers to really make this happen. And then again, I'm asking you to join us in this effort with everything you can do. We have this river that it's really like Europe's Amazon, but people are not aware of that. And this is something that also has to be changed. We have to improve our protected areas management, and here we are not alone. ProPark Foundation in Romania is helping us. We have to set precedents for the rule of law. It looks painful, but it's actually a very happy picture with some illegal buildings that have been demolished because someone really fought for that and he was successful. We have to secure our ecological corridors. I haven't heard too much here about Natura 2000, and you know, this is a very important legal framework in Europe, and its philosophy is actually to create a stepping stone, but then to link them. And in terms of connectivity, I think this is not effective at all, at least at this moment. So we are trying to prove where these ecological corridors are. We colored 5 bears only last year to identify them and to secure them. Of course that we have several legal frameworks, but to keep them effective, I think civil society has to play a huge role. And that's why most of you here can do something for it. So, trying to follow my colleague, I will also finish before the time, and I'm just showing you that we also think that we have to stay connected with the field work, and these are the places where we work in the field, and in the same time to have the public support here in Bulgaria, stopping the Forest Act that was supposed to allow interventions in protected areas and land use change. And this is the huge mining project in Romania that has been stopped by the public, with the big help of the civil society, of course. So these are the organizations within WWF that are trying to support us effectively, and I'm also inviting you to join us. Thank you very much.
Good.